I think the best idea is to just block out all the areas. Like I kind of squint and look at my reference. And when I squint and look at my reference, by the way, this is it. I'll show it to Mojo. He might not have seen it right here. That's the painting of Ariamis, pardon the reflections. It's my reference. And if you were to squint and just look at that, it's really just a big blurry mass of dark blacks and gray. And I think that's what we want to do, is kind of just sketch out that shape with our paint here, and then we can kind of move on from there and just sketch out all the areas, and maybe this will turn into a disaster. Oh shit. But anyways, we'll figure it out. Guys. Mojo, when did you know that when did I know I wanted to be an artist? That's a good question. Are you gonna get into the origins? The dark origin story of Ray, of Ippo? I'm trying to think, actually. I might not even know the answer to that, my friend. It's a good question. I'll tell you this. The first time where I thought I could do that, the first time I thought, I saw something on TV and it was people making art, and I thought, I could do that. That might be something I want to do. I guess that would be then the answer to your question. So I'm a little kid. I'm little Ippo, watching TV, unattended, and there's this interview with Jim Davis, right? The artist creator of Garfield. And he's basically just doing the interview, and he's also like drawing Garfield at the same time. And I'm seeing how this guy's drawing Garfield, and I thought to myself, I want to do that. I could do that. That could be me. I could be drawing Garfield right now. And I did, and it sucked. But that was the first time I thought, I saw someone draw on TV, and I was kind of like, oh, you can do that? That can be a thing? I want to do that. Also my grandfather, he wasn't an artist, but he could draw. Do you know what I mean? Like he did a lot of building and constructing of things. He used to have like a business back in the Philippines, and I guess he would be responsible for drawing a lot of diagrams and schematics or something like that. But I mean, there was plenty of times where he would just amuse me just by like, I'm like some like hyperactive kid, right? And he would just keep my attention. Is that the best way to put it? By like just humoring me and drawing whatever I asked him to draw. That was another thing. And another time, there was this old game show called Win, Lose, or Draw. I don't know if any of you guys remember that show. I think it's actually like a home board game too. Win, Lose, or Draw. And basically it's like a drawing / guessing game. Kind of like, what's that game where you kind of like, you can't talk and people have to guess what your clue is? It's kind of like that, except with drawing. And yeah, that was also a show where I was like, I saw people draw on TV, and I was like, oh, that can be a thing people can do. I want to do. How old was I? I was charades. Yeah, dude, I can't even remember the freaking name of charades. Ippo lore. Let's make a lore video, guys. Let's make a haunting lore video set to some creepy music. Lore, the Ippo lore. So yeah, I'm kind of just blocking in the shapes here, and if it looks like a big mass of gray, that's because that's what it is. And then my plan is to kind of go in and really shape up those details with darker paint, and then go in with lighter paint to kind of further refine those details. That's the plan. Who knows if it's actually gonna turn out that way. I think another thing that I might do is kind of sort out the bridge, Do you know what I mean? Like, really get in there and kind of sort out the bridge with more concrete details, because that's really the focal element of the illustration here, of the painting, is that bridge. And it's the most crisply defined, and then we kind of, all the other details kind of recede back into the background. So I think that's what we'll do. We're gonna kind of go in and really tighten up the bridge. We'll do that. But now let's work on this one. Let's work on the second painting at the same time. Villain origin story. Yeah, what a villain, eh? Just some guy that likes to paint as a kid. He's like, I want to paint. Evil. Carmi, you're a beast at Pictionary. Pictionary beast. Are you going to Pictionary Evo? You're going to compete? Pictionary Evo. This painting here is something where I don't really have a reference to work with. I mean, I do have reference, but I feel like I want to take a bit more liberties with how this is going to shape up. And so I'm going to just kind of make it up as I go along, I guess. I have a lot of reference for this as well. However, I think it'll be better if I kind of just... I think it'll be better if I just kind of make it up. And again, this is all just kind of sketching it out with paint rather than with a pencil. And for Mojo, how old was I at the time? I don't know. I was probably like 6 or something. I was really young. And of course, yeah, I had teachers and stuff that were very encouraging at a young age, that were like, this is a thing you can do. You can look into this, you know. And my parents were very encouraging, I guess is the word. They didn't ever say like, nah, that's not gonna be what you're gonna be doing. You know what I'm saying? They were pretty encouraging, which was nice, you know. Otherwise I would have I don't know, been an accountant or some shit.